This mod introduces new types of allies, now they can assist you in combat. To obtain your new helpers, you will need to speak with a new NPC, and he will offer you allays at an affordable price. The Allay Swordsman is the most basic Allay in the mod, with 16 max health and dealing 6 melee damage. The crossbow Allay has 12 max health. The heavy crossbow makes this mob slow, so it's essential to have support in the rear of the field at all times, and it's kind of cute. The Protector Allay is the fastest among them all and acts as a shield for the group, at least until the shield breaks, at which point it becomes a Swordsman Allay to continue the battle. The Chest Allay is a small Allay hidden inside a chest, protected from opponents, shoots arrows at enemies like an artillery piece that doesn't move, and when the chest breaks an Allay Swordsman will emerge from within. Additionally, this mod also offers 2 extremely overpowered Allay totems that can be used to summon Allays. The regular Allay totem can summon a small team of Allays, while the advanced Ally totem can summon an entire Allay army. The Allay totems can be used infinitely, with cooldown times of 50 seconds and 2 minutes, respectively. The vanilla Vex got replaced by a nerfed version that can't clip through walls and fly away from you just to make a surprise attack on you. Vexes also have new versions of swordsman and crossbow variants, but they are similar to their Allay's counterpart. Fanger Vexes are small yet formidable pests created by evokers, and capable of conjuring evoker fangs at the player's feet as a form of attack. Shadow Vexes are masters of the shadow arts. These seemingly ordinary creatures have the ability to create 3 to 5 clones of themselves upon death. This mod adds 2 new mobs in the end. They look like mini Ender Dragon, and thrives in the end dimension. The black one can shoot fast purple fireballs towards its victim. These deal significant damage, but can be deflected with shield. Upon death, these dragon-like creatures can drop some obsidian and dragon breath, but there is also 3% chance to drop Ender Dragon head. The red one can shoot fireballs towards its victim. These deal small amount of damage, but has chance to light up target even when blocked with shield. When defeated, these creatures can yield few magma blocks and occasionally a single blaze powder. This mod introduces new decorative blocks, some of which also serve a convenient function. Umbrellas come in 16 stylish designs, and you can right-click while holding it to switch between unfolded and folded states. When opened, they make you fall a bit slower and take less fall damage, capped at 4 hearts. They can be placed in the world either folded or unfolded by using shift right-click. They can also be placed leaning against a wall, or even be placed folded in an umbrella stand. When held during thunder under open sky, it attracts lightning. After getting hit, it will transform into a broken umbrella. Watering can be filled with water, holds up to 32 uses. You can use it on farmland to make it permanently hydrated. Hay stack and leaf piles come in 16 stylish. Players can walk through them, but monsters cannot. They can still see you, so skeletons may shoot, and creepers might explode when they are nearby. Additionally, you can jump into them from any height and take no fall damage. Raincoats, rain boots and rain hats come in 16 of Minecraft's dye colors. When worn in the rain, they grant you additional max hearts and speed. Also, you can right-click the raincoat in inventory to put your hood on or remove it. Weather vane come in 4 different variants. They spin and give off signal based on the weather conditions. Finally, there are some nice miscellaneous items. This mod is inspired by the movement mechanics of games like Titanfall, Mirror's Edge, and Warframe. The mod adds a few parkour mechanics to Minecraft, allowing you to traverse the world in style, and all the new movement mechanics are animated. Dive rolling activated by sneaking while midair, you can gain a small speed boost and ignore fall damage by timing your roll. Sliding activated by sneaking while running, which keep your momentum while sliding. Wall running activated by holding jump while midair next to a wall, which can be chained with wall jumps, and it gains you a boost of speed. This mod requires Mr. Crayfish's gun mod. The mod revamps Mr. Crayfish's gun mod into the style and feel of the Create mod, while also incorporating Create, Allay. In addition, there are also balancing changes to make the mod less OP and overall just more fair. Finally, all firearm accessories have also undergone a comprehensive rework. This is an updated fabric fork version of LootBeams. The LootBeams are added to all items by default and they change colors depending on the item's name. You can specify a whitelist or blacklist for beams, color overrides, and even NBT tags to change their color. Beams also have name tags that show up when looking at an item or crouching so you can see what an item is without even picking it up. The mod is client-side, meaning it will run on vanilla servers and Forge servers that do not have this mod installed. This mod adds some useful tubes, aiming to make transport items much easier. Items inserted into tube blocks will be transported to the nearest valid inventory. Items cannot be inserted into tube blocks unless there is a valid endpoint connected to the tube network. Tubing pliers can remotely connect 2 tube blocks by right-clicking a tube block and then right-clicking another tube block. Tubes connected in this way are considered to be 1 block apart for routing purposes. Shunt can accept items on 5 sides and outputs items on the 6th, cannot receive items via its output side, making it useful for directing the flow of items. Depositing an item into a distributor's face will send the item out of another face, which face the item is sent out of changes each time an item enters a distributor's face. Loader allows items to be quickly extracted from a player inventory into a tube network, the world, or anything else. Filter acts like a shunt with only 1 input side, and also has an internal inventory slot that can hold 1 item. When this item slot is occupied, only items of that type will be accepted through the filter. Osmosis filters are similar to filters, but will automatically extract items from their input side at the same rate as a hopper. Extractors will extract a stack of items from an inventory on their input side and eject them from their output side when activated by redstone. Redstone tubes act like normal tubes, but emit a redstone signal while items are passing through them. Hybrid Aquatic is a mod that adds over 30 brand new fish to enhances your underwater Minecraft experience. Callable horses just updated to the 1.20 version. This mod allows you to simply press a key and call your horse. You can press the P to bind a person horse, then press the V to call the horse. If your horse is near you, it will try to walk to you. If it is further away, it will teleport to you, and it can event follow you through dimensions. This mod adds Aatrox's sword and Aatrox's armor from League of Legends. Additionally, it adds 2 other skin armors from Aatrox. This mod adds new items and mob in the latest update. Added a new mini-boss, the Dire Hound Leader, who is rare in the world and is always accompanied by 2 Dire Hounds. He is aggressive towards the player, but like normal hounds, even he can be appeased with a bone if he is not attacked. His attacks grind bones, a new bone break effect that slows and weakens the target, and disappears when there is a regeneration effect. During combat, he will periodically summon Dire Hounds. Added monster flesh, a new source of food that poisons when eaten, and can be used as a weak but infinite weapon. Added potion of rampage, an expensive potion to create that grants a rampage effect, with each repeated use of the rampage effect increasing up to 5 times. Added Hound Trap, a trap that deals high damage to anyone who steps on it, as well as immobilizing the target for a short time and inflicting a bone fracture effect. The trap deals half as much damage to players as well as increased damage to undead and animals, and the Hound Trap can be pre-activated by throwing any item at it or by hitting it with a projectile. Added Nightmare Armor, created from the skin of a monster, dark metal, and the skull of a Nightmare Stalker. Added Dark Warblade, a heavy 2-handed sword that can only be used while under the effect of strength, which deals high damage and also applies the effect of breaking a bone on the victim. The sword attacks remove the regeneration effect from the target and prevent attacks from mobs such as Door Knight and Skeleton Thresher from blocking attacks. When the strength effect wears off, you will be slowed and weakened. Endercage is a tool mod for capturing and carrying mobs. You can capture entities by right-clicking them with the cage, and transfer entities between a placed cage and a cage in your hand by right-clicking them with it. Entities inside the cage will play their ambient sound once in a while. You can mute a cage by right-clicking it with a feather, and unmute it by right-clicking it with a note block. If a cage is powered, it will release the contained entity, or capture the entity above if the block above is air. Steal from or give the contained entity to a cage above. Comparators will output a redstone signal of 15 if the cage is filled and 0 if not. If a filled Endercage is placed in an item frame, it will just show the entity. And if the item frame is facing up, the entity will stand normally. This mod adds a new cute candy mob, OmNom. You can trade your collected candies with OmNom for a variety of enticing items that will enhance your gaming experience. Whether you're in the mood for cute mobs, rare resources, or delicious candy, OmNom has something interesting for you. Ships is a structure mod that adds illager ships into the game as a new type of dungeon, and allows illagers use boats. Normal ships are designed to look like shipwrecks, and the ships contain pillagers, vindicators, and loot similar to shipwreck loot. They can spawn made out of different types of wood, and maps from the ships lead you to pillager outposts. Fleets are structures consisting of multiple ships, and each ship has an evoker. Illagers will continuously spawn on these until you kill all the evokers, and maps from fleets lead you to woodland mansions. This mod also allows illagers use boats. If an illager is in the water, it will get into a boat and patrol nearby ocean. If it sees an enemy, it will stop patrolling and chase it. Ships spawn with a few patrols around to make getting on board more challenging. Fleets spawn with even more patrols around them. This mod allows you to zoom in like in Optifine. Many other mods cause issues with rubidium and similar mods. This mod tries to prevent that. While zoomed in, you can adjust the zoom with the mouse wheel. This mod can prevent you being pushed by other players or mobs. Some might consider this an unfair advantage, so be careful when using it in multiplayer. This mod adds 115 blocks that complete a set of a variant material relation of stone types that Minecraft seems to partially follow. Each variant can be crafted through Stonecutter using any block that's the same material. To craft the dark variants, use a black dye in a crafting window along with any block with the same material. This mod introduces several new tracks to the game, all thematic to their locations and carefully selected to ensure they blend perfectly with vanilla. 18 new songs are added to the game's base soundtrack for various biomes, as well as a bonus track for when you light the end portal. These tracks are considerately weighted to ensure vanilla and C418 music still gets their chances to shine. Most structures have seen their loot tables reworked or rebalanced in a vanilla-like fashion. In addition to this, a few new, rare items are added to further expand on the atmospheric and lore side of structure loot. The mod also includes quite a few new structures, all small and carefully balanced to keep them nice, rare and unobtrusive, perfect for vanilla integration and expanding on the lore. This mod essential fixes and improvements around recipes and crafting. It caches recipe lookups to prevent lag from auto-crafting machines, too many furnaces, etc. It also reduces the total size of the recipe packet to avoid size issues, and improves item comparisons in general for better performance. For the recipe book, it adds option to disable, speeds up login times, adds better recipe sorting by craftable and last used, and adds option to show all recipes from the get-go. With Blooming Blossom, you can spread the cherry blossom biome even easier now. Pink petals now generate randomly around the cherry blossom tree when growing, so you don't need to place them manually. More Horse Armor is a mod that allows players to further upgrade Diamond Horse Armor.